Every single day, you drink something that keeps you alive. It has no color, no strong taste, no dramatic effect. Yet, without it, your brain slows down, your mood changes, your body weakens, and within days, you're gone. Water seems simple, but scientifically, it's terrifyingly powerful. Today, we're not talking about drink 8 glasses a day. We're uncovering the hidden biological secrets behind what water actually does to your body. And the first one starts inside your skull.
Before we begin, if you enjoy meaningful, science-based content that helps you understand your body and improve your health, I truly invite you to support this channel. Creating this kind of educational content takes time, research, and effort, and your support makes all the difference. If you find value here, consider subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with others who care about their health. This is just the beginning. Bigger, deeper, and even more powerful content is coming next. Stay tuned. The best is yet to come.
Fact 1. Your brain is basically floating in water.
Your brain is about 73 to 75% water. Think about that. The most complex structure in the known universe is mostly liquid. But here's where it gets interesting. Even a small dehydration level, just 1 to 2%, can shrink brain tissue temporarily. Yes, shrink. MRI studies show that mild dehydration reduces brain volume slightly. Now imagine this. You skip water for a few hours. You feel a bit tired. You think you're just sleepy. But what's actually happening? Your neurons struggle to communicate efficiently. Electrical signals slow down. Reaction time decreases. Focus drops. And here's the shocking part. Research shows cognitive performance can drop before you even feel thirsty. Meaning, your brain performance declines silently. This is why. Students perform worse during exams when dehydrated. Drivers react slower. Decision-making becomes more impulsive. It's not laziness, it's biology. And the craziest part? When you rehydrate, your brain volume returns to normal, like reinflating something that was slightly deflated. Water isn't just hydration, it's neural optimization. But that leads to the second secret.
Fact 2. Thirst is a late warning signal.
Most people believe, I'll drink water when I feel thirsty. That sounds logical, but evolution didn't design thirst as an early alarm. It's actually a delayed survival mechanism. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already mildly dehydrated. Why? Because thirst is triggered after certain fluid and sodium imbalances are detected in your bloodstream. Your body waits until the imbalance reaches a noticeable threshold. That means you could already be slightly mentally slower, slightly more irritable, slightly less energetic before your brain says, drink. This explains something subtle. Have you ever noticed you feel suddenly better after drinking water, even if you weren't that thirsty? That's because your body was already compensating. Even more interesting, as people age, their thirst sensitivity decreases. Older adults often don't feel thirsty even when their body needs water. That's why dehydration risk increases with age. And here's something most people ignore. Mild chronic dehydration can quietly affect your mood. Studies link low hydration to higher levels of fatigue, tension, and even mild anxiety symptoms. Imagine thinking you're stressed, but you're just dehydrated. Water doesn't just keep you alive, it regulates how you think and how you feel. And we're only at fact number 2.
Fact 3. Drinking too much water can actually kill you.
We always hear, drink more water, stay hydrated, the more, the better. But science says something uncomfortable. Too much water in a short period of time can become deadly. The condition is called water intoxication, or medically, hyponatremia. Here's what happens inside your body. Your blood contains sodium. Sodium is essential for nerve signals, muscle contractions, and brain function. When you drink excessive amounts of water rapidly, you dilute the sodium in your bloodstream. Imagine adding too much water to soup. The salt concentration drops. Now apply that to your blood. When sodium levels fall too low, cells begin absorbing excess water. They swell. Most cells can handle some swelling, but brain cells? They're trapped inside your skull. There's no room to expand. So pressure builds. This can cause headaches, confusion, seizures, in severe cases, coma or death. It's rare, but it has happened in endurance athletes, military training, extreme water drinking challenges. The lesson isn't to fear water, it's this: balance matters more than quantity. Your body isn't a bucket, it's a chemical system, and chemistry demands balance. Which brings us to something surprising.
Fact 4. Cold water forces your body to burn energy.
Here's a subtle but fascinating detail. When you drink cold water, your body must warm it to body temperature, around 37 degrees Celsius, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That warming process requires energy. Your body literally burns calories to heat the water you drink. Is it dramatic? No, but it is measurable. For example, if you drink 500 milliliters of very cold water, your body may burn roughly 15 to 25 calories just bringing it up to internal temperature. It's not a fat loss miracle, but it proves something deeper. Your body is constantly working to maintain internal balance, temperature, hydration, electrolytes, all regulated with precision. Now here's the interesting twist. Cold water can also temporarily increase alertness, slightly boost metabolic activity, trigger mild sympathetic nervous response. That's why after drinking cold water, you sometimes feel slightly more awake. It's a tiny internal adjustment. But these tiny adjustments, repeated daily, shape your energy levels more than you realize. Still, water's impact goes even deeper, because it doesn't just affect your body, it affects your behavior.
Fact 5. Dehydration quietly alters your mood and personality.
This one surprises most people. Mild dehydration, not extreme, just mild, can measurably affect mood, focus, irritability, motivation. In controlled studies, participants who were slightly dehydrated reported higher fatigue, lower concentration, and increased tension, even when they didn't feel extremely thirsty. Why? Because water supports blood circulation to the brain, hormonal balance, neurotransmitter function. When hydration drops, stress hormones can slightly increase. That subtle rise can translate into, "I feel off today. I'm more annoyed than usual. I can't focus." Sometimes the problem isn't emotional, it's physiological. Now imagine chronic mild dehydration over weeks or months. Small cognitive drops, small mood shifts. Over time, that compounds. Water doesn't just fuel muscles, it stabilizes your internal environment. And most people underestimate how powerful that stability is.
Fact 6. Not all water is the same.
Most people think water is just water. Clear, wet, simple. But chemically, it's more complex than that. Water can contain different levels of calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, and trace minerals. This is what people call hard or soft water. Hard water contains more dissolved minerals. Soft water contains fewer. Now here's where it gets interesting. Magnesium and calcium aren't just random minerals. They support muscle function, heart rhythm, nerve signaling, and bone structure. Some research suggests that populations drinking mineral-rich water may have slightly better cardiovascular outcomes. Not dramatic, but measurable. On the other hand, highly purified water, like distilled water, contains almost no minerals. Is that dangerous? Not necessarily. But if your diet lacks minerals and your water also lacks minerals, you're removing a small supplemental source. Now think about bottled water brands. Different brands have completely different mineral profiles. Some are naturally sourced from springs, others are purified tap water with added minerals for taste. The label matters more than people think. Water isn't just H2O. It's a delivery system.
Fact 7. Water and your skin, the truth.
You've probably heard, drink more water for glowing skin. But is that just a beauty myth? The answer is nuanced. Your skin is your largest organ. It relies on blood circulation, collagen structure, and cellular hydration. When you're severely dehydrated, skin can appear duller, less elastic, more prone to fine lines. Why? Because skin cells lose some of their internal water balance. However, drinking excessive water does not magically erase wrinkles. It doesn't replace skin care. It doesn't rebuild collagen overnight. What water really does is maintain internal balance. Proper hydration supports nutrient delivery, waste removal, and cellular repair processes. So the glow people talk about, it's not magic. It's optimized cellular function. Hydrated skin simply reflects light better because its surface barrier functions properly. Again, subtle, but biologically real. And here's something even more surprising.
Fact 8. You lose water all night without realizing it.
You go to sleep. You're not sweating heavily. You're not exercising. Yet by morning, you are measurably dehydrated. How? Because your body loses water through 1. Breathing, 2. Insensible perspiration, microscopic skin evaporation. Every exhale releases water vapor. Over 6 to 8 hours of sleep, this adds up. That's why your mouth feels dry in the morning, you feel slightly groggy, your body weight can drop slightly overnight. You've lost fluid. Now connect this to fact number 2. You wake up, but you don't always feel intense thirst immediately. So you start your day already slightly dehydrated. Coffee, work, scrolling. Hours pass. Hydration keeps dropping. And you wonder why your energy dips mid-morning. Sometimes the solution is as simple as a glass of water within the first 30 minutes of waking up. Small habit, big physiological effect.
Fact 9. Coffee doesn't dehydrate you the way you think.
You've probably heard this your whole life. Coffee dehydrates you. It sounds logical. Caffeine increases urination. More urination means fluid loss. Fluid loss means dehydration. Simple, right? Not exactly. Here's what modern research shows. Yes, caffeine has a mild diuretic effect, but in regular coffee drinkers, the body adapts. Meaning, the fluid you consume in coffee still contributes to your total hydration. In moderate amounts, coffee does not cancel out its own water content. If you drink 1 or 2 cups a day, you are not drying yourself out. Now, extreme caffeine intake, different story. But for most people, coffee counts toward daily fluid intake. The real issue isn't coffee, it's replacing water entirely with coffee. Because caffeine can slightly increase heart rate, slightly increase stress hormones, slightly disturb sleep. And poor sleep increases dehydration risk. So again, balance matters. Water is neutral, coffee is stimulation. Your body prefers stability. Water doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't energize you like caffeine. It doesn't excite you like sugar. It works silently, stabilizing, balancing, optimizing your brain, your mood, your focus, your cells. And the most fascinating part? You drink it every single day without thinking about it. So here's a simple question. How much water did you actually drink today? Not yesterday, not usually, today. Sometimes the biggest upgrades in life aren't dramatic, they're invisible. Stay hydrated, stay sharp, and stay curious.